Well, I remember that Tom Lux, I sent, I did my thesis, what we call, which is it for MFAs, it's a book of poetry. And he like said, okay, give it 6 years. You're going to rearrange a few things. And I thought, it's not going to take 6 years. But to the date, it took from when I graduated, it took 6 years for my first book to be published. And it was published by a tiny press, Warm Spring Press, that's not even here anymore. And then, but in the meantime, I would have little chapbooks and I'd get good, into good like Plowshares. I got into really good magazines. But my first 3 books were tiny presses that are now just gone. And then my 4th book was Kinky, which everyone thinks is my first book. And that was in 97, because that book is still in print and it's all about Barbie dolls. And it did really well, not because probably the poems are so great, but just because of the subject matter. So it was a feminist take on Barbie dolls. So I was on NPR and, it just hit a nerve and I got really lucky. And then after that, I had another book, the Star-Spangled Banner, at which time Pitt, my current publisher, which is a really good press, Pitt University Press, Pitt Poetry Series. So my books have been there ever since. So that was the evolution of the actual publications. And then for the teaching, I was very much visiting writer here, visiting writer there, do this, do that, and I always had like little market research jobs on the side because I was really very dedicated to staying in New York City. I really wanted to stay. But then when the job at FIU came, I was just another, visiting writer for 1 semester. I was always doing those. And then they had an opening because Campbell McGrath had just won the Genius Award, the MacArthur, and he was going to take like 5 years off or something, basically. And I was just standing there and I took it and I never looked back. I mean, it's been that was 2000. So I've been here 22 years. So it's been wonderful.